Hey y'all, it's Kara with Goat For It Farm, and right now I'm going to go help my friend who has a doe in labor that has been pushing for probably an hour and a half and no baby yet. So I'm going to try and help get these babies out and praying for the best, and I'll keep y'all updated. So I get there and I change into a t-shirt. Thankfully they had one I could change into. And they didn't have gloves, but we did get some lube, and thankfully my nails aren't very long. And I just went ahead and went in and felt in the doe, who was a first freshener, and you always hope a first freshener can at least deliver their first baby without you having to go in. Just helps everything to widen, to open up, just stretch the area before you go in with your arm. But that wasn't the case, and I did have to go ahead and go in. And when I did, I could feel some hooves, and I could also feel a head. But the head was like tilted to the side. I honestly thought it was the head of a different baby. So I'm pulling the legs forward. I have both legs forward, and the head just keeps turning to the side, turning back, turning down. And eventually I work my hand behind, like my fingers behind the head of the baby. And I'm able to put some traction behind the head. And after what felt like forever of pulling with her contractions, this is what happened. So she ended up having a beautiful moon-spotted Chamois doeling, and she was huge, y'all. Like, this doe, I thought she could have had 3 or 4 just by looking at her, but no, she only had 1 baby in there, which is crazy. I think she was just a bit over-conditioned. Her cervix, when I went in, I could feel it was like more fleshy than usual, and so I think that may have been due to the over conditioning of the doe, or basically she just had a little extra weight to her. And so the baby, like, she just couldn't get enough force on that kid to pass it through that tightened or meaty cervix. And so thankfully, we were able to get her out. She's doing just fine. The mom was not very attentive at first. She was kind of in shock, understandably. But she started licking her, and she's nursed, and it's all going to be okay. So, if you're ever in a situation where there's a kidding issue, just stay calm. Continue feeling around and trying to make sense of what you're feeling. And stay calm. It's better to take your time before pulling anything, because you want to make sure you can actually get it out of there. And so it was a good outcome today, and I'm really happy that it turned out the way that it did, and that I was able to help my friend. And now I wait for my last doe of this kidding season, Emma, to have her babies. Today, March 10th, is when I'm filming this, is her due date, but I don't know if I don't think she's gonna have them today. Her udder isn't large enough, and she still has her ligaments. So maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I hope she just waits till I'm home, at least. We'll see. Well, thank you for joining me on this adventure of a day. I'm gonna go ahead and get clean now. But before I go, remember, if you have a dream, go for it. Bye, y'all.